Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Uh, this beer is Eugene, which is a porter, and it's done by Revolution Brewing, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois. This was sent to me by Mike. So Mike, thanks again for sending this down to me. Uh, Revolution does some really tasty beers, guys. I've had this one for a little while in the fridge, and it is a 6.8% according to what Rate Beer got. My tablet here is one on the blink, so I'm using the other one here. Keep cold, 6.8% is what's got on the can here. On the bottom it says 7/9/2015. So this was done in July. And it's a porter, and it's a 6.8, almost 7% porter. So there's no reason why this beer won't keep for a while if you wanted to cellar it, which I have done for a little while. I've had this beer probably 2 months now. He sent it to me fresh, so Mike, I apologize for keeping it longer than I probably should have, but being almost 7% porter, it's going to keep for a little while. So very nice. And Revolution's got that fist as their emblem here, and I've noticed it on some of their other stuff. So I guess that's what they're going with, Revolution or something like that. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I cannot get their beers here in this part of Virginia. So thanks to Mike for sending it down to me, and we're going to review it here, guys. We're going to get on with it. And like I said, this tablet here is on the fritz or something. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see if it'll come on. I don't know if it's going to operate or not, so we'll use this one. I don't have the IBUs listed here on this beer. It says a striking, robust porter full of warmth and chocolate malt. Eugene is a robust porter named after Eugene V. Debs, an American Union leader and activist who led the Pullman Railroad strike in 1894. An assortment of Belgian specialty malts form a complex structure of toasted grain and caramel flavors. Dark chocolate malt makes this porter black as night and infuses it with its distinctive, intense chocolate essence. It says 28 IBUs here on Beer Advocate. So that's what we're going to go with since it's not on the can anywhere. Let's go over and do our food pairings for this style of beer. Since it is an American style porter. It says here, cuisine is barbecue, cheeses are buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and since it has all that chocolate malt, it should go well with your chocolate dishes. Meat is beef, smoked meat, and grilled meat. Glass around a pint backer. Nonic, tumbler, mug, style, and Sidel. I'm using my favorite glass again today. And not recommended for stem of celery unless ABV exceeds average range, and it does, being almost 7%. So more in the American style than what you would see in the English style, because a lot of their porters are lower ABV, 4 to 5%. And I've told you this story before, guys. And that beer was developed for the warehouse workers and dock workers and people that drank beer back in the 1700s, because the water wasn't that good then. So during the boiling process, that purifies the water, and a lot of people drank beer. Even children drank beer back then, but it was the 2 to 3% ABV instead of the massive American style like we're drinking here. You don't want a bunch of drunk kids, children running around, but it was served, and it wasn't drank to excess. The beer was brewed as a low ABV beer to have with your lunch or your dinner and then go back to work. You didn't sit around and drink 10 of these and then try to go back to work. You'd have 1 or 2, then go back to work. I'm looking forward to this. I've not had this beer before. And I've been pretty impressed with Revolution Brewing. They do some really tasty stuff. Their anti-hero IPA is awfully great. It's awesome. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to say. Awesome, awfully great, or somewhere in that area. The beer is in a can, so that's a good thing. I'm becoming a big can fan. Keeps the light out. It's a mini keg, guys. It keeps the light out, keeps the air out. I don't worry about the air getting underneath a bottle cap or not having a good seal on it. Cans are sealed pretty damn tight. I mean, I can't recollect ever having a can that didn't have any carbonation in it, unless it had been punctured on the side or mishandled. It's a pretty durable package. So, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so without further ado, let me get back to where I was. And we'll pop the top on this one. As I told you, I don't have any openers available, but they are on the way. Should have them in a week or so. And as soon as I do, I'll do a video to let you guys know they're available, because I've had 3 or 4 people ask for them. A few shirts still available. If you're looking for those, let me know what size you're interested in. And once the openers get here, let me pour it all over my damn dumbass self. Yeah, I'm wearing it. One of them days. About a finger and a half of head. Over to the light there is done, guys. I mean, it is pitch black. It is, like I said, dark as night. Rich roasted malt, some chocolate. Maybe some dark fruit in there, figs, dates, raisins, plums. Nice chocolatey smell though. Rich roasted malt too. Smells wonderful. It's that time. Let's get it on. Cheers. Thank you, Mike. Cheers, brother. Wow. That is good. That is real good. I'm not blown away by how good it is, guys, because Revolution Brewing does some really tasty stuff. They know what they're doing. And people like Mike that send me these beers have had these beers, and they know how good it is. And to be honest, guys, since I started doing beer reviews 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, the beers have gotten better. The brewers have gotten better. Now, there's still some transitional breweries out there that like to brew something with a little less bold taste to get their macro lagers off of that swill, and something with a little more taste, and something that has a little better taste, or even has some taste, other than corn, rice, and adjunct, because they put in that crap. These beers that are brewed nowadays are much better than they were 5 or 6 years ago, in my humble opinion. The brewers that can't brew, or they don't brew very well, get replaced. And people come in and that know how to brew and brew better stuff and more tasty stuff, get that job, and the brewery moves forward. And their, I don't want to call them subscribers, but their clientele and people that buy their beers regularly, that are impressed by them and like what they get and get their money's worth of what they buy, continues the growth of the industry. And as everybody knows, there's just about a new craft brewery opens up every day somewhere in the country. I mean, it has exploded. And if you're not in the craft brewing industry or in the craft beer enthusiast, you're going to be left by the wayside, guys. Unless you're just one of those young, dumb, and full of, you know what they say, it just wants to drink a ton of Coors Light or Coors or Budweiser or Miller. And now that Miller and AB InBev and all them all in one company, that'll help their distribution for the people that like to drink that swill. But you won't find it in my damn refrigerator. I can guarantee you that. I've had all that swill I'm going to drink in my lifetime. And it's an exploding industry. You don't have to drink that unless you're just drinking it to get shit-faced. And that's not what I'm doing now. If you're in your 20s or 30s and you haven't found craft beer, you should check it out. You will find a little more taste. And to be honest with you, you can find some beers with a little more taste and a lot more alcohol where you ain't got to drink 12, 15, 20 of them to get your buzz on. I mean, you can get something like this or some other ones that are 7, 8, 9, 10%. You ain't got to drink 20 of them. You drink 3, 4, 5 of them and you there. I guarantee it. You'll be face down in the dirt. You need to do this drinking at home like I do. In my younger days, I went to the pubs and bars and drank like a fish and just was damn lucky that I made it home every night and didn't hurt anybody, including myself or any innocent people, or kill anybody, and didn't get DUIs, and kept my license over these years. I was damn lucky, and that's all. It was just luck. And if you press that luck nowadays, it ain't like it was then. 20, 30 years ago, you could get away with it. Even the cops that pulled you over, and sometimes they'd even take you home. Nowadays, that shit ain't gonna happen. I mean, they're not even worried about you being drunk. If you're impaired, you're gonna get a ticket. I mean, if you've had one or two, and the legal rate or the level in Virginia is .08. If they pull you over and you blow a 06 or an 07, you're going to get an impaired driving ticket. So the days of drinking and driving are over, guys. So they really are. So you just need to be aware of that. And if you're going to have more than one, you need to do it at home. You really do. It's safer for everybody else that's driving around you, and it's safer for you, it's safer for your driver's license, safer for your wallet, and they make it so if you get a DUI nowadays, guys, it's a lot of states it's automatic. You lose your license for a year. It's a $10,000 process. Time you go through the VASAP or whatever it's called in your particular state, and your legal attorney fees and court costs and all that. They do that to infringe on your lifestyle and make it as difficult as they can on you. So just be aware of that. I hate to harp on that very much, but if you're going out to the pub or a bar and you're drinking 5 or 6 or even more than that, even macro lagers, you're gonna blow an over the limit on the scale when the cop pulls you over. So just be aware of that, guys. I hate to see anybody get a ticket for DUI. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing for you. It's not a good thing for everybody else driving around. So just be aware of that. You might think you're able to drive, and then before you know it, you're looking at the long arm of the law or a flashlight or sitting in the back of a police car on the way to jail. So be careful. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about here, guys. It's a great beer. I'm going to sip on it for a little bit, since it's an almost 7%er. Let her have a sip or 2 or 3 out of it, whatever she likes, and may even finish up a cigar that I've got out on the deck, since we've been all this painting and new carpet and patched all the nail holes and screw holes and taken all the pictures down, trying to get the house ready to go on the market. We don't do any smoking of cigars in the house anymore. So I got to go out there and freeze my bottles off and smoke a cigar outside. So I'm going to sip on this for a little while. I'll come back and do the final chug and grade. Alright, guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it probably about 35, 40 minutes. Very nice. Very, very nice. Rich roasted malt, caramel, toffee, some hints of some dark fruit, chocolate, coffee, maybe some spices to go along with that. A little nuttiness. Very, very nice. Final chug. Very well made. Alcohol is very well hidden. I get a lot of roasted malt in this beer. Chocolate malt, bittersweet chocolate. Very pleasant, very, very pleasant. Awesome job these guys at Revolution Brewing are doing. Very, very nice. Guys, to me, with the ABV on the can and canned on date right here on the bottom, very pleasant. You got the information you need to know right on the can. Thumbs up to those guys there for dating their stuff and giving the information we need. Don't have the IBUs on here, guys, I don't think. I'll look one more time. I don't see it, it's not standing out. But on this style of beer, it's really not that critical to know the IBUs. Like I told you earlier, it did have it on, I think it was 28 at Beer Advocate. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I am. I don't see it right in here. To me, guys, it's a nice A beer. I'm on the fence between an 8 and a 9, but tasting it and enjoying it, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to 9. It's got the information we need on the can, the ABV and the canned on date. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it the benefit of the doubt and give it to 9. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, it would probably be about a 94 or a 95 even. So very tight, very nice, very, very nice. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 85 at their very good range. I think their numbers are usually a lot lower than what I agree with. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says it is 95 overall, so I agree with that, and 97 in the style. So great numbers from those guys over there, and that's about where I would put it. Between 94 and 96, so we'll average it out to a 95. That's a nice solid A beer. So if you've had this one from Revolution Brewing, their Eugene Porter, let me know what you think. I loved it. So Mike, thanks again, brother, for sending it to me. It is very, very tasty, and I can't think of any reason why you could not cellar this beer if you so choose to. You can drink it fresh and enjoy it, or you can pick up a 4-pack or 6-pack. I'm not sure how it's packaged, and cellar it for just a little while. Being almost a 7% beer, this one ought to keep for at least 5 years, or maybe even longer if you sell it correctly. And I can't think of anything that would fade out or go by the wayside if you wanted to cellar this beer. So if you've had it from Revolution Brewing, let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge. See you then.